back to the channel. So today is what? Friday the 24th. I did not trade. I did not trade today. My setup really didn't play out. So I decided to stay out today. So yeah, no trade day. Unfortunately, this week, going off of my stats, we're in a red week. We're down currently 1%, but it's all good. We made money the first 2 weeks of the month. We're still up 6%. So it's, it's okay. Losses happen. I remember last year I would be down 3% and make it all back. So it is what it is. It's part of trading. We got to understand that. And sometimes there aren't any trades, right? If you're trading a specific setup or a specific strategy, especially if it's on a higher time frame. Not saying that the 5 minutes a high time frame, but sometimes setups just don't pop up, right? If you're new to the channel, thank you for clicking. If you're not, thank you for sticking around. The strategy is super, super simple, guys. Sorry if I'm speeding through this, but tonight is date night, Friday date night at the Gonzalez family. So we are going to take price from 12 midnight, right, to 8:30, and this is all New York Eastern Standard Time, right? Whatever happens between 12 and 8:30 on the 5 minute time frame, you're just going to mark out the high and low of that range, right? So you're going to mark out the high. If I could grab, and we're going to mark out the high, and you're going to mark out the low, right? And then you're going to wait for a sweep of that high or low, right? Let's say we sweep the buy side liquidity. You're going to wait for market structure shift, and then hopefully get in on a pullback at the 61.8. Right, you're going to grab your fib out top to bottom. I go over this in every single of my videos, so I'm going through a little too fast. Just take a look at my other videos. Top to bottom, and you're going to set a pending order at the 61.8. Short. Now, I like to go for a risk to reward of 2 to 1, right? So I'm risking $1,000 to make $2,000. However, you can take partials on the way down. It was just easy for me to set a straight TP and take profit last year trading FTMO. Now trading with Apex with their trailing drawdown that is actually goes up while you're in a trade. It's not an end of day drawdown. I have learned to take profit along the way. So just keep that in mind, guys, when you're trading the strategy. You do not always have to hold to TP your full size amount. There's plenty of times where I was saved this year by taking profit and moving my stops to break even. Getting into today's price action, we had news at 10 a.m., right? So keep that in mind. We had a giant bearish push yesterday. So I was looking at this chart and I took a fib from the top to the bottom. Obviously, if right there. Okay, cool. Looking at this for the strategy, you want a sweep of the lows, right? Or a sweep of the highs for a sell. Now, the strategy happens on every time frame, right? So you understand when there's a market structure shift, there's typically a pullback, right? So even going off of this market structure shift, you would want a pullback to the 61.8, right? If you're looking at this is on the 5 minute, but if you're looking at it on the 15 minute or the 1 hour, it becomes, right? At least the 61.8 or higher, right? That's where I would want to see price go to reverse. Now, if going off of the strategy, if we're going to buy, it's below this low, but typically I was not looking for a buy. I thought the market was going to be bullish off the rip, and then I would wanted to get a sell up here. If not, I wanted to break this low and then reverse up, right? Like that's what I was looking for today. Playing price forward, as you can see, we broke the high, right? And then we started a range during price. Before news. Now, I looked at this. We broke the high. I wanted typically this low to get broken, right here. But we did create this new lower low. Higher low here after we swept liquidity. I pulled my fib out and I started measuring price to see if there was a possibility to get in. However, we were too close to news price. So at this candle, right, if you take the fib out, we didn't hit the 61.8 yet, right? We're 61.8 is up here. I decided just to sit out and see how price reacted off of news, and I'm actually really glad I did, because price pushed up and would have stopped me out if I would have set a pending order. Playing price forward even more, you're going to notice that we eventually continue to push up, never get another market structure shift. And if you look at price over here, we're already above the 61.8, right? So, and that was pretty much it. That's like price ranged around there, pushed up a little bit, came back down, and we had a break to the downside. Unfortunately, we never had a pullback to be able to get in. And then it was close to 4 o'clock, so I just stayed out. And that was pretty much it. Not saying that there weren't other setups that you could have taken. Honestly, when I was at the charts this morning, looking at how the day was looking, I had this fair value. I was early to work, so I had this fair value gap marked out. Where is it? I had this fair value gap marked out, right, which was respected. And if you notice, I believe if you compare it to ES, there was definitely divergence. You could have dropped down to the minute and notice that there was a break of structure. A market structure shift to the upside, right? We took all this liquidity out, pushed up, and same scenario. Instead of waiting for the sweep of the high and low between 12 and what's it called and 8:30 on the 5-minute, there are entries to trade on the minute, right? And this would have played out. Now, I am going to do a completely separate series on trading the minute chart linked with 15-minute fair value gaps, and we'll see how it goes. We're going to start but only when we pass this 300K challenge. I'm going to start up another 300K challenge and do it all over again. I have a few strategies that I've been playing around with that seem to be extremely successful, especially with Apex. One is more of a scalp because you're looking for somewhere around 20 points on NQ, and your stop is extremely tight, 10 to 9 points. But yeah, those I want to try to like tweak it and perfect it as much as I can, but I'm gonna release those. I'll probably do a test on my own as far as with that strategy, and then come out with a series for you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm sorry that the strategy just didn't pop up today. I did not trade it. And yeah, but we're still good, man. We're still solid. Even if we mark out, let's see, Excel. Even if we mark out today, let's say you marked out today as a loss. If you did take that trade on news, which I would not recommend whenever it gets really close to news price, unless it looked something like this where price was down here before news, right? Where you have a giant move and you think that there's enough space to set a pending order on this. I'm sorry, you guys can't even see this chart. Unless you had something like this, like you had a move like this before news. So it's like, okay, fine. You could set a pending order and then, have a good shot of it coming down and hitting your TP, right? But we were too close to news. The stop was super small. We were in bullish market structure. It's just all the signs were no. But even if you mark it up as a loss, we're still sitting at a 53% win rate, which is not bad for 2 to 1, right? It just sucks that overall we're not getting as many entries as last year. Comparing it to last year, 2023, around the same time. Let's see. Today is the 24th of May. 24th of May would be right here. We're already up 83,000, right? And that's compounding. So how much were we up just regular 2 to 1s? Let's see. 70,000. So there's a difference of $40,000, like 37,000. But as you can see, there was like entries upon entries every single day. Every single day. Yeah. It's just like nonstop. Even in the later months, August, September, we had a bunch of entries. It wasn't until November when it started to really die off. But I'm hoping that this year picks up a little bit. We're still early. It's only May, right? We got June, July, August. We have some great months ahead of us. And I'm going to do a few series for you guys. Hopefully you guys learn a little something, and me too, right? Like I am by no way an expert. I'm just sharing what I have to share, right? Like if maybe some of you guys, there's plenty of you guys that have given me tips and hints, and I really appreciate it, and I'm taking them to heart. So thank you guys. Oh, my baby's crying. I'm gonna have to go. Thank you guys for helping out and being so engaged, right? Like it's great. I love the community that we're building. And yeah, so just as a reminder, I have a coupon link on the bottom for Apex, a discount code for any of you guys that want to give it a shot. They're running like an insane discount on the 250K accounts. Yeah, we gotta go. Hi, buddy. You want to say hi to people? Look, last time you guys saw him, he was super tiny. Look at this guy. Look, he's big boy. Hey, Papa. Want to hit the computer? I know. He Jesus. He likes hitting the keyboard. But yeah. So there's a discount code. I opened up 3 Bulinox or Bulinox, however you say it, accounts. I also have a discount code for that. I'll probably add it in later videos, maybe on this one. And yeah, you guys have a great weekend, and I'll be back here on Monday. And yes, Tuesday? That's right. It's a holiday. Tuesday, guys. Remember, it's a holiday, so be safe out there. Don't even bother trading on Monday. And I promise, I know I've been saying this before, I'm going to do the video on NinjaTrader, on Replicanto, and everything else, because honestly, I just set up another computer with it, so it's fresh in my mind, and I'm going to put that together for you guys. Anyways, you guys have a great weekend. My wife has pointed it out that I say guys a lot, but you guys are amazing, okay? So I'll see you guys.